Imagine a world where the boundary between human consciousness and digital reality has not just blurred, but dissolved completely. You are part of the Link, a network of individuals who have uploaded their minds into a vast, interconnected virtual existence, only to discover that the system is not a paradise, but a labyrinth of psychological traps and emotional echoes. But when a mysterious signal known as Pathos begins to corrupt the code, turning memories into weapons and emotions into viruses, you realize that the greatest threat isn't an external enemy. It's the unraveling of your own identity. Welcome to Pathos, the second pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Nathan Hystad's Link series. If you love cyberpunk tropes, psychological horror, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist navigate a fractured mind through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral chill of isolation with the profound weight of existential dread. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist facing the immediate aftermath of a system breach, only to find that the rules of the Link have changed in ways that favor the ruthless and punish the empathetic. The atmosphere is thick with the static of displaced data, the hum of corrupted mana, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where you cease to exist. Hystad excels at capturing the psychological toll of living in a malleable reality, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but the loss of your soul to the machine. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular digital consciousness trope and the brilliant metagaming dynamic. This isn't just about leveling up, it's about understanding the hidden patterns of the system, exploiting glitches in reality, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who think they know your every move. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Link lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that views them as data. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the greatest threat in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Pathos is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Nathan Hystad has created a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.